You know, I usually think of the intros when I'm on the way home from the movie and I was kind of talking to someone, so I don't really have anything. I like the movie. I'm sorry for that big failure of an intro, but Resident Evil Retribution follows the same character, Alice, and she gets captured by Umbrella after the end of Resident Evil Afterlife. She gets taken to this facility. The entire place is controlled by a computer. She gets help from people that you wouldn't expect her to. I'm not going to say who, but she gets help. The entire movie revolves around her trying to escape this facility. That's actually surprising to me. I didn't expect that originally, but it's just one giant facility and she's trying to escape from it, while Jill Valentine with that thing on her chest goes after her. Now look, the Resident Evil movies, I went over this. I know that these movies are not very high quality, high art, whatever, but I enjoy the movies for what they are, just fun, stupid action movies. And I expected the same out of this one, and surprisingly, this is one of my more favorite ones in the entire thing. Here's how it went before I went. I had Extinction, or the original, Afterlife, and then Apocalypse. And this movie is right about even with the original Resident Evil. This movie is very entertaining. It's almost non-stop action. It's just one big escape scene. That's really what it is. Now look, in these movies, the acting is never very good. Because most of the time you just have these stoic people standing there and delivering lines like, "I'm not letting you go. I'm not going. You're not going. Look at me. I'm intense." Things like that, it's just not very good, and the good part about this movie is there's not a lot of talking, so it just adds to the fact that I'm enjoying the action, that there's not that much acting involved. That's horrible to say about a movie, but it's true. The action in the movie I find to be very enjoyable. It's a good popcorn type action, because you just go with the flow and you'll enjoy it. It's just a bunch of flipping and shooting and killing. There's actually a lot of hand-to-hand combat by the end, which I was really happy with because I love watching hand-to-hand combat. And this movie, the CGI on the creatures, whether it be lickers or the zombies themselves or whatever, the giant axe-wielding monsters, they were pretty good in this movie. It's 2012, so I expect it to be good. There were a few points where it was just kind of iffy, but it was enjoyable. I could get past that. And is there character development? No, not really, not at all. And that's not something you should expect going into this movie, because I was having a conversation with my friend after. He was like, "Oh, this should have been more character development, the script should have been written better." It's like, it's the 5th movie. What do you want now? And yes, this movie does leave on another cliffhanger. It just sets up, which will probably be the last movie, the next one. Just a little thing. I really like the character of Wesker as a villain, and I thought he was going to be in this one more than he was in Afterlife to become like the big main villain. He was in like 2 scenes, and that was kind of disappointing for me, but the setup for it seems like he's going to be pretty big in the next one, so I really want to see that. I'm going to give this movie a medium-large popcorn. That is what it is. If you like it, great. If you don't, I'm not trashing you. You're probably trashing me for liking them. So have you guys seen any of the Resident Evil movies? If you're going to see this one, what do you think of the ones before it? What's your order? What's your favorite one? What's your least favorite one? Write your comments down there and tell me what you think. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button up there, because if you don't, we're in the same situation here. I don't have an outro. I could go drive on your asses again, but that'll make it overused. I have camping supplies over there if you want to go camping. I'm done.